All right, my couture crafters, today we're going to build our own wreath builders. This is something you guys might want to do because the holiday season is coming up. And Gina K Designs was the one who made this popular. However, she has two sizes. She's got the 3 3/4 and the 4-inch side. I'm going to show you guys how to make these a little bit larger. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm grabbing a 4-inch square. And now I'm going ahead and I'm duplicating that square. So let's turn it a different color just so that we can see it easier. And what you're going to do is you are going to highlight both of these. And I'm putting the color on top, no rhyme or reason. And I'm highlighting both of them. And now I'm going to center them. So one 4-inch square is directly on top of the other. Now we're going to rotate the square 45 degrees. And you see where my cursor is? It's up there. You just rotate it 45 degrees. Then you're going to select both of them. And you're going to make sure that it's centered. And then you're just going to weld it. And there you have it. That's your wreath builder. Now, because it's 4 inches, the size of the square is I think it's like 5.6. The way that it is now, it looks larger. But to do this one, you would put a 4-inch card inside of it. Now we need to put another square around it so that it has a border. So that way it fits nice and snug into any of our stamp platforms. And yes, you do need to use this with a stamp platform. I guess you probably could do it without one. I should just say it's much easier to do it with a stamp platform. So I made a 6-inch square, and now you see how it lines up. So what's going to happen is that's going to cut that image out of the 6-inch square. I ended up making it a little bit larger, I think. Let's find out together. And then we're just going to center those two. You just highlight them together and center them. And no, I think I left it at 6.5. That way it gives you some space so that your template isn't flimsy. And then I just attach the two of them together. And that's that. It cuts right out. I could have deleted the inside, but there was really no reason to do that. It works fine either way. I could have sliced into the image and just cut it that way, but no big deal. It's going to do the exact same thing either way. So this one here is a 4.5-inch square. So now I'm getting into the larger sizes. And I made one a different color just so that I could see it more easily. Now we're going to align them. We're going to center them. Now you're going to rotate the one on the top 45 degrees. Now we're just going to make sure that they're centered. So you're going to align it and make sure it's center and it doesn't move. Fine, perfect. Select both of them and weld. Now we're going to go grab another square and draw a square outside of this one. Again, you just want to make sure it's sturdy. You could just cut into your paper and trim it out, but I think this just makes it a little more official, like permanent feeling. It feels a little bit more sturdy this way. And that way you have it even around all the sides. So here I'm making this one for the 4.5, 7.5 inches. And then we're going to center these one on top of the other. Highlighting both of them, and I'm going to push that square to the back first. Nope, I centered it first. Now I'll push it to the back. Move to the back. Move to the back, please. There we are. And now you can see that there's some cardstock around the corners so that it's not really flimsy. You guys don't want to have a really flimsy template. It didn't have to be that large, but I'm comfortable with the size that it is. I am not using the mini Misty for these, or for the Misty for these, for that. I mean, I'm just no Misty. I like the Tim Holtz stamp platform because you're not limited to sizes. You can go just about 12 by 12 with the Tim Holtz platform. So again, these are 5.5. These are 5 by 5. We're doing 5 by 5 squares now. So this means I can do a big wreath on a 5 by 5 card. And if you don't want to do the work, I completely understand. You can go on ahead and go to my web page, and or the YouTube video here, I'll have a link so that you can just pop right on to Cricut and grab it. I'm using Cricut Design Space. So if you're using Silhouette or something like that and you just wanted to know how to do this, this is how you do it. And you can cut it on your own software. If you're using Cricut Design Space, you can just use mine. It's shared, it's public, anybody can grab it. And again, Gina K makes these. She makes the 3 3/4 and the 4 inches. So if you want to purchase from her, I totally get it. But those weren't big enough for me. I want it bigger, bigger, bigger because I like larger cards. I am not an A2 girl by any means. So this one here, it's 7 inches. So I'll probably make this one 7.5. Yep. And now we're going to select both of them and align them center. And then we'll move the one in front of the other. And now you can see it. And now we just need to attach them so that that shape cuts right where it is on the other shape. And I used this on the shoe cards by the time. The shoe stamps that are so super famous, the wardrobe, love the wardrobe. I used these templates to create those cards. So here I'm turning another one green, and then the last one that I do, I want to say is 5.5 by 5.5. Yep, 5.5 by 5.5. So in this template right here, I can use a 5.5 by 5.5 square, which means I can get a really big, substantial wreath. I might play with one now, just to do it. These wreaths are addicting, and Baby K just came out with a stamp set that really utilizes what these wreath builders can do. It really shows off how cool this is. And again, Gina K, she made this famous. It's a thing. It's very popular right now, especially with the holidays coming. You've got, I mean, it's just wreath making season. So these cards will lend themselves, these templates will lend themselves really well to holiday cards. And yeah, holiday cards. I'm just thinking about all the Thanksgiving wreaths people will be doing and all the holiday wreaths and Christmas wreaths and things with little sprigs and such. Check it out. Search YouTube for Wreath Builder and you'll find all kinds of stuff. I saw a really cute baby one too. So again, just doing the same thing. And now I'm lining them all up so you can see which one is which. My gray one right here is my largest, then the green one, then the red one, and then the purple one. And I'm just checking to see that I have cascading sizes. And I do. I'm just moving that purple one so I can see it. And I can see it, but I can't see the other square, so we're going to make that visible. And bam, there you go. And that's it, guys. After that, I just needed to cut them out, and I did. And then I made the shoe wardrobe. So you guys, again, this was just to show you how you can make these wreath templates at home. I used heavyweight cardstock. I didn't use anything special, any stenciling or anything like that. Just simple cardstock will do. And then you can have these templates forever. You can make them any size that you want. Alright, so thank you so much for hanging out with me. Nothing else to show here.